A woman moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know what a woman moment is, but when you have multiple women having a woman moment all at the same time, one must ask themselves, what could go wrong? Okay, what could possibly go wrong? Van Gogh, alright? If you don't know who Van Gogh is, he's a painter, alright? He did a lot of paintings that, you know, the art community is like, oh, he did... It's great. It should be preserved. Stuff like that. I'm not saying that in a sarcastic way. It's like his stuff is garbage. No, it's cool. All right. But here's the deal, though, ladies and gentlemen. There are a couple of activists. All right, a couple of women, some white liberal women, who decided to use his art as an example for their. For their protest for climate change, okay? You've probably already seen the clip, but we're going to be going to, what's it called? TikTok, alright? TikTok, to see the clip of what they plan to do with Van Gogh's art piece, which is a bunch of flowers, sunflowers. But here we go. I will just play it and then pause whenever I need to give my commentary on what I'm seeing right now on the screen. Now, some of you, many of you, might be asking to yourselves, why in God's green earth would they want to put soup on a painting? By the way, the painting's fine from what I've heard. It's covered with glass, so all they're, hitting is glass, okay? But one would imagine if there wasn't glass, the painting could possibly be ruined. They could probably maybe fix it, but why, though? Why would they possibly want to do it? They'll explain to you. Alright, they'll explain to you in just a second, and it's really baffling. It truly is. And as they, completely ruin the piece, which again, it has glass, so it's fine. But as they put soup on the painting, they're putting something on their hands, or they're taking something and putting it on their hands. You might be asking yourselves, what in God's green earth is that?
What is what?
It's glue. It's super glue. And they put their hands on the fucking wall thinking that if they put their hand on the wall with the super glue, they're not going to be able to remove them. Sweetheart, they could just easily grab your fucking hand and rip that shit off. It don't matter if skin is left on the goddamn wall. They can scrape that shit off, paint it over, they're good to go. You just ruined, or, you attempted to ruin Van Gogh's painting. Alright, they don't give two shits about you, alright? And the question that she's going to pose is quite comical, and I will answer that question for her right now.
What is worth more? Art or life?
I'm gonna tell you straight right now, art is more worth than life, alright? Art is worth more than life. Fuck life. Alright? Fuck life. Art is where it's at, alright? Life imitates art. Have you ever heard of that saying? Life imitates art. Okay? Art should be protected. Art should be beloved. Alright? Because it is a window of the man's soul. Right? Especially when we're talking about older pieces that are made, in the 18th century, in the 19th century. Not in our time period. Okay? That shit should be protected even more. Because it tells us the souls of men in the past. And these bitches are like, we're gonna put soup on it. And they're gonna fucking explain to you why they're fucking doing it. Spoiler alert, it has something to do with the painting being an oil painting. So goes the theory.
Is it worth more than food? Worth more than justice? Are you more concerned about...
Okay, I can't say justice. Alright, I can't say it's worth more than justice, but, in today's standards, justice is pretty fucked. But you know what isn't fucked? Art. Okay, so I'll be taking that. But yes, more justice, more, equal justice, fair justice would be nice. None of this bullshit where it's like, oh, you got more money, we'll let you go. What's that? You're a minority? You get death penalty. Yeah, no thank you. I'm good.
The protection of a painting or the protection of our planet and people. The cost of living crisis is part of the cost of oil crisis.
So there you go. All right, that's the whole idea, is that, they threw some soup on a goddamn painting that's like really old, really prized, made by Van Gogh, because, hey, we give more shits about paintings than we do about life and painting, well, life and, you know, people and the quality of life, shit like that. Oil is starting to rise up, things like that, and, you know, it's kind of fair. I understand that, like, you know, we should probably move our priorities somewhere else, but at the same time, this demonstration is just absolutely asinine. Alright, this is what we call a woman moment. Alright, this is an absolute woman moment where they think, yeah, this is a great idea. Let's go ahead and put soup on art that has nothing to do with what we're trying to, you know, try to advocate here, which is climate change, and then proceed to, you know, slap our hands against the wall and super glue it. That is a great idea. No, only a woman could possibly come up with that stupid brain dead idea. Okay, so that is what we call a woman moment, ladies and gentlemen. But here's the deal, though, alright? I don't want to shine too much attention on this completely retarded stunt, because there's something that happened recently, or actually I think it happened on the same day as this happened, on Earth Day. And it is actually more interesting than this, I would say. And this is coming from a tweet from Twitter, obviously. It's someone else, but if you ever heard of the name of an individual called Wine Allen Bruce, you'd probably say to yourselves, no, I haven't. But if we Googled right now, if I clicked on a new tab and I typed in the words Wine, doing this live right now, Allen Bruce, what do you think could possibly, oh god, that video, no, okay, what do you think is gonna show up? What do you think could possibly show up when I press enter? Let's find out, shall we? Oh Christ, I should not be laughing at this. Self-immortalization. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but essentially, what he did, ladies and gentlemen, what he did, he went to, to Washington, D.C., to the Supreme Court house. Okay, he went up there, and he lit himself on fire. Motherfucker decided, yep, it's time to become the sun. Lit himself on goddamn fire and died. Why? Because of climate change. Because he was trying to prove a point. God damn. Look, I would say, yes, we need to focus our attention on climate change because it is a legitimate thing and it actually poses a threat to us all. But I wouldn't say it's a good idea to light yourself on fire for something. I don't know. Like, I guess it kind of gets the attention, but it doesn't. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about Wine Allen Bruce burning himself alive in front of the Supreme Court? Did you hear about that? No, because it was drowned out by a bunch of stupid women putting fucking soup, Campbell soup, looked like tomato soup, on some goddamn paintings that's really old, made by Van Gogh. Apparently that's more eye-catching than a guy burning himself alive. Alright, absolutely insanity. Alright, imagine this man looking up in heaven being like, oh, I wonder if I made a difference. Nope. Your thunder, your spotlight, stolen. Why? Bunch of women putting soup on a painting. Oh, goddamn. Imagine that. Imagine all he had to do to get the attention of the people was to take a Campbell soup, maybe some chicken noodle soup, something that could ruin a painting, okay, and then put it on a fucking painting made by, I don't know, Da Vinci or some shit like that, and then say, oh, climate bad, boo. That's all he needed to do. Not this bullshit where he fucking puts Vaseline on himself, some gasoline, right, and then burn himself alive running around like a goddamn headless chicken, or just standing there like, look at me, I'm on fire, I'm gonna fucking die on Saturday for a good cause. No. Ladies and gentlemen, let this be a lesson to you all. This be a lesson to you all, okay? You gotta pick your battles correctly. Okay, you gotta pick your goddamn battles correctly. There's no point in doing stupid shit like this to prove a point, okay? There are better ways of doing it. Alright, power to you, folks. Power to you. Revolt. Do whatever you need to do. to get the attention of people, but don't do stupid shit like this, because people are gonna look at you like absolute retards. They're gonna think the things that you're advocating for are stupid, and most likely you're gonna be forgotten in a couple of days. All right, that's the sad reality of it. So do what you need to do, but make sure it is of good mind, right? Like someone who thought about this actually isn't like mentally deficient. So with that being said, don't do this. Do not burn yourself alive in front of the Supreme Court. Quick correction as well. It didn't happen on the same day. I thought it did, but it did not. It happened on April. I swear to God, I don't fucking read. But yeah, it's April 23rd, 2022 is when he did this, and the motherfucker died, unfortunately. But then recently, the, whatchamacallit, the women with the painting, that was recent. That was as recent as, like, October. So, I was correct on that, but when it comes to Wayne Allen Bruce burning himself alive, that was back in April. And yet, not a single goddamn soul was talking about this. So no one was there! No one was fucking there to steal his thunder! That makes it even worse. That makes it even fucking worse. No one was there to steal his fucking thunder. Besides, I guess, like, some kid doing some goddamn Fortnite dance. You know, it's like, oh, look at this guy. He burned himself alive for climate change. But Fortnite, Boogie Bomb, chug thing. People are like, oh shit, yeah, the chug thing. We love that. God damn. Oh man, I feel bad for him. I really fucking feel bad for this guy. This man thought he was making a difference in the world, and yet not a single goddamn soul even paid attention. Jesus fucking Christ. It was like a small little incident where the police was like, oh, some guy burned himself. Oh, well. Oh, but a couple of women putting soup on paint. Oh, that's a tragedy. All right, that's a goddamn cardinal sin. All right, execution for both of them. So with everything corrected, ready to go, I think we can go ahead and end this video right here. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. You want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification to be notified of my next video. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next video. Hopefully, okay, hopefully you don't burn yourselves for a cause. Goodbye for now.